Robin.
All right, we got Colin Quinn in studio. Norm Macdonald should be here in minutes, hopefully. And then Brock Lesnar at 9:30, I guess.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's not in studio right now. Where is he? I don't want... Can you hear this?
I don't know.
I told Colin not to mess with the Brock Lesnar interview because Norton's taking it very seriously. He's got a folder on his computer, the Brock Lesnar interview.
Yeah.
He's been working on his questions. He wants his questions to be perfect because Jimmy really, I like MMA. I do.
So do I.
But Jimmy really likes the MMA.
I think that's great to have somebody you really love like that.
He's obsessed.
And also, he made Club Soda Kenny get MMA gloves because he likes the guys to sign the MMA gloves.
That's great.
So I told Colin, don't mess with his MMA gloves. And as we sit here, hold on.
Yeah.
So we got Brock Lesnar coming in a half hour. We're waiting for Norm Macdonald.
Great.
So are you set for the Brock Lesnar interview, Jimmy? I was telling Colin.
What, you got questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. I know that they're. I think I have a few questions for him.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you ever hit somebody so hard you thought they might die?
That's professional.
Yeah. He should be, I think Brock will be a fun interview.
Yeah, I think so too.
Totally.
He sounds like, from the last interview I heard with him, of course it wasn't us, but he sounded very well spoken, very intelligent, not like a jamoke, as I like to call big burly guys that can't really talk to each other.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
And don't mess with Jimmy's picture. He's going to get a picture with Brock Lesnar.
Oh, good.
Yes.
I already have a picture with Brock.
Oh.
Is that what you're going to get signed?
I want to get it signed, yeah.
Do you have it? Is that it?
I already know that something happened while I was gone.
No, let me see it.
No, nothing happened while you were gone.
No, I swear, no one's going to fuck with your pictures.
Yeah, see,
Let
the
me see
picture's
it.
fine. Look, see, you got a picture you're going to get signed.
And then me and my nephew has one, too.
Yeah.
So I got my nephew who's coming in to meet Brock.
Colin wouldn't do anything to you, man.
Colin's awful. He would certainly humiliate
you got your picture. See, nothing happened.
Jesus.
That's right.
Something's wrong.
I
don't know what it is.
He's like something.
He did something to my beverage.
He's like the term.
wrong.
He's like Salazzo. He's like, something's wrong.
Salazzo.
You think too much of me.
Too much of me.
I'm the hunted one.
Don't be so-
I can't even drink my iced latte.
Don't be. No, I didn't touch it. I swear.
Yeah, you could
Don't be so paranoid, you jabroni.
Yeah, you're paranoid, Jimmy.
Jabroni.
Colin didn't do nothing. You see, you got your picture and you got your interview. Everything's set. Everything's good.
set.
See,
Got
what
your
else?
questions.
What else could there be?
Yeah.
What else could there be?
What else?
You think I don't know?
You don't know.
Of course I do.
What do you know?
That they're missing.
What's missing?
The gloves by my feet. I knew they'd be missing. Something's missing.
The gloves are missing. What were you going to do with the gloves?
I was going to get a signed one to me.
You should have got me to sign one. I don't like. I was just I wasn't going to do anything, but it's not trying to bust your balls. It's just I'm offended that you didn't have a little folder with questions for me today.
I don't need to question.
Well, I have something for me to sign, like a long story short CD.
I would love you to sign something, but you just won't.
Colin, where's his gloves?
I'm sure they threw them out. Let's see. I know where they're, Jack. Oh, there they are. What a shock. What a shock. What a shock.
I guess we've all known each other too long.
Yeah,
Where
those
would
jokes,
they be?
they don't even go.
Surprised you didn't put my laptop in there.
Whoa.
Colin,
Don't joke like
Hey.
that.
You're lazy. You could have thrown them somewhere else.
Where the hell was I going to throw them?
No, the garbage is the right place for him. He knew what to do with them. That was the correct
I was
move.
explaining to Colin that you're taking the interview very seriously, and then, of course, Colin has to blow up your spot and throw your gloves away, Jim.
Well,
It just aggravates me.
Brock's a tough one to get. He's a very tough guy to get in the studio for radio interview. He doesn't do a lot of radio. He was very tough to get.
All right, you'll get your gloves signed.
Yeah, no, I know. I actually really want to interview him, though.
All right.
It's just that Jim's, all his autographing it for years, it bugged me, and he knows that.
But I got to go with Snoop yesterday. I got my Snoop picture signed.
Ah.
Exactly.
Every idiot in the world has a Snoop picture signed.
No, they don't. You don't.
No.
Almost every idiot.
But I've just always hated, ever since he used my reputation with Ellen Barkin and Gabriel Byrne to get his pictures with Ellen Barkin. She's
Not
sitting
near-
with her family. They were in the middle of like a horrible divorce. They're finally together with like 8 kids. Tension, you can feel it at the table.
Oh,
this
shit.
idiot has to walk up. I walk up and see my friend Gabriel Byrne.
Exactly.
And then I am introduced to Ellen Barkin, and then this jabroni goes over, and she goes, I really don't want to do it right now, I'm with my kids. And he goes, I'm friends with Colin, we're the ones that always talk about your movie. And she's like, okay, I guess I'll...
Oh, no, you didn't beg like that.
You bet I did.
No, it wasn't begging.
It was like extortion.
It was just like, using my
Exactly.
questionable reputation. It was
Exactly. Your moderately fucking good name, which, here's the beauty of it. I got the picture, and she forgot about it 5 seconds later, so now I have an Ellen Barkin picture.
Yeah,
but in the back of her mind, she'll always hate my guts, and she won't remember why.
Right, yeah, there'll always be something. There'll always be something there.
You just left a bad taste in her mouth for no reason.
She'll be like,
Yes, exactly.
that's that Colin Quinn.
But I did get you and Bob De Niro back together, did I not? Fucking you're welcome, motherfucker. I was
trying to ruin me with Bobby.
When Bobby D was at the Comedy Cellar and he watched my set and I hear him laughing, whatever, what's he gonna do? Of course he's laughing. Killing. And his wife, Grace, we were talking upstairs after, and I didn't ask for a photo just because, again, he was there to invest, to possibly watch comedians to maybe play one. I'm like, even I knew it was the wrong time to ask him. I just didn't want to bother him.
It's true. Even he knew, but he could tell he was chomping at the bit. He was chomping at the bit.
And he probably would have, but I didn't want him to be uncomfortable and not come back to the Comedy Cellar. So I didn't want it, to me, that was the bigger picture. So I said to
the higher road.
Thank you, Colin. High road. Good point. That's what I was looking for when I said bigger picture. I took the high road. The high road, yeah.
Two professionals.
Well, you're smoking pot on the road, all of a sudden you're high.
All of a sudden you're high.
You're saying hello to the road. High road.
I like that he's got the PG version and the R-rated version.
Yeah.
For that high road joke.
So I say to Grace, I'm like, I was just talking about Colin bombing at De Niro's birthday party, and she's like, "Oh yeah, she said that was like a fun night, or that was a weird night, or something."
Yeah, it was
but we chatted about it for a bit. I just told her how happy it made me, and she laughed because I'm like, my friend bombed at his party.
But
But then he got to talk to Bob afterwards, and the whole thing got squashed.
I don't feel like it got squashed. I feel like you brought up a painful memory because I thought I noticed in her face and Bob's face like a pained look, like they down, like the same look Ellen Barkin's gonna have when she sees.
What, you think they didn't? You think they wouldn't have remembered it anyway by seeing you when you fucking walked in?
How did you get a picture finally?
No.
Why?
No, he took the high road.
That was a while ago.
The high road, right?
I met De Niro twice. The first time he turned me down. That time I didn't ask. I'll get him again.
Now, why wouldn't you ask that time though?
Because the Comedy Cellar,
road,
he was possibly going to play. He's investigating playing a comic. I don't know if he's going to. And Jeff Ross
Rupert Pupkin.
Exactly. Jeff Ross brought him in, and he watched the show in the back.
Hit me! Don't you want to graduate?
And the last thing you want to do is take a picture with the guy and make him feel like, oh, it's going to be this, and then have him go to another comedy club and not the Cellar.
Yeah.
I didn't want to do that to the Cellar or to Jeff, who brought him in. And Jeff was cool. Jeff brought me over after my set, and he goes, Jen, this is Robert De Niro, and we shook hands. He's like, oh, you're very funny. So it's like, I didn't want to be a dick and wreck it for Jeff, because he was cool.
But my sister did wind up growing up to be a fine man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not even...
I was there before it was illegal. What's the joke? I'm from New Jersey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm from
Which
where
at that time
Jersey?
wasn't a crime. Or you grow up and they ship you out to...
And his best,
Jersey
by the way, his
Township.
best comic moment is not as Rupert Pupkin. It's as LaMotta. When he goes, if he's a degenerate, when he trips over degenerate, it's the greatest fucking comedian's flub ever.
It is.
And I love how he handled the hecklers.
Yeah. Fuck you. And then he breathes.
Fuck you.
And the horse you came in on. Nothing. And the whole... He just keeps tagging a bomb. It's great. It's amazing.
And the horse you rode in on.
I like that he keeps pushing the payoff to the judge's joke, and he smokes a drink.
Oh, God, he goes, yeah, another drink here, something happened. something happened.
Carlo!
That he reminded me of, like, that's probably every owner of My Father's Place on Channel 80.
All those shitty places we just talked about. Frank Periola.
Don't forget the 40 board.
Something happened. Got another drink here, something happened.
But the Bordy Barn was the funniest place, because here's the nice Hamptons. You're coming back from a nice trip to the Hamptons.
Yeah.
And you'd have to pass because traffic was stopped. And every Sunday, I went there a few times, there'd be a brutal, bloody ball on a Sunday afternoon, like 3:30 in the afternoon.
A beautiful Sunday summer day.
Beating the shit out of each other.
And it's like everybody's in the car, like watching it every week for like 12 years. And nobody said a word about it.
Same spot, too, right at the diner, right?
Yes.
You're going to make the turn.
Right.
Yeah, what the fuck are they fighting about?
I don't know.
They loved it.
And my brother wants you to mention Marrakesh, because he used to bartend.
Oh, yeah, Marrakesh in West Hampton. I went there a couple times.
So there you go. He's listening right now.
That's
Where's
funny.
Norm? Norm finished up with Howard. He should be here any second.
He's arriving shortly.
We're on a schedule today. Let's go.
That's fine.
Norman.
I'll say this, though. If anybody wants to know, the Antisocial Network will be in Washington, D.C., Las Vegas, And the Chicago Comedy Festival opening night. Just go to antisocialcomedy.com for details and tickets. They're all going on sale, I think, Saturday.
I like that he said that like it was a political stuff. I want to say, I'll say this.
I'll say this.
Let me submit this to you, gentlemen.
Yes. Let
The
me make this
Anti-Social Comedy Network.
perfectly clear.
Yes, but it's important to plug. You know how it is.
Of course.
Got to get the folks
Kenny,
in the
update?
seats.
I'm going to go to Vegas.
We have an update. What's the problem?
Hi, Kenny.
There's going to be a top secret password coming out soon to get pre-sale tickets.
For the Antisocial?
Yeah.
Did you come up with it? Because I'm going to guess blithering.
Wrong.
Mokes?
It's idiots. It's easier to spell.
Yeah, it should be tall, dumb guy. Something, I don't know.
Chip,
Chipatino.
you're so funny, Chip.
Thanks, Dip.
Could you do his cousin from Italy, Chip Chipatino?
Yeah. Get over here. We're going to have a pizza. Something, you know. I got a big boot for a country. I'll kick you right in the butt.
Oh, because it's shaped that way.
I know.
Sorry, Chip.
Here's when I started to love Chip. When one day...
It's working blue.
Norm's going to sit over there.
Andrew
Take your
Dice
fucking
Chipperson.
sandwich away. What is Norm supposed to do? Start eating sandwiches over here?
I'd be crazy, Chip. Yeah.
point.
Yeah, what are you doing with your hat? Fucking computers.
Chip.
Chip's a very literal guy.
Oh, yeah. You can just look at something and he sees funny.
But I just like the anger in his eyes when he talks about his mother. Like he said, loves his mother, but his eyes
I
look...
do love her.
he
She's
hates
a saint on earth.
It's all angry face.
Yes. Her friends of color would always help her fix the rug.
What was always wrong with the rug?
I don't know, but she'd always be laying there, and it'd be laying right next to her on top of her, sometimes fixing the rug.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that where they got to move back and forth to get the rug back
Let it
into
go.
the corner.
Let it go. Turn that one.
Fucking guy. Yeah, I guess
We're going to move into Brock Lesnar time. This is going to be a little...
What happened? What would happen?
What's going to happen, Jimmy?
What would happen if Brock Lesnar comes in here when Norm Macdonald is still here?
Is that a problem?
No, not at all. Norm just moves over and Brock sits.
That'll be a problem.
Yeah.
That's gonna
No, it
be
wouldn't be.
That'll be a fight.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Hey, who's the big guy?
Hi, Brock. How are you? Well, Norm will know who he is. He has a sports show.
Hi, Norm.
That's
How are you?
true.
Want to act it out?
Yeah. All right, Norm. Brock's here. What night's that show on? Take care. Get home safe.
What?
What?
Come in.
Yeah.
Where is he?
Yeah. Hey, I know it was a short one, but, you know, tardiness, not our fault. You decided to be late. Hey, take care. Godspeed. Good luck with the program.
Jim has got his program with his little questions for Brock lined up.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I have to get to each one of these.
Jimmy,
right.
Jimmy, this is what Jimmy's really thinking, by the way. He wants the Norm thing to be nice and short.
I like Norm. I think Norm is great. I know him.
But
not
Brock-
well.
Yeah, but he's late. That's not our fault.
It's fine.
He's late.
It'll all work out.
It's all going to work out, guys.
Yeah.
Oh, in the end.
Why don't we plug the big HBO thing,
God
Colin,
bless.
before we say
guys.
goodbye to you?
Oh, shit.
Because we need the seat.
Christ. No, I don't want Colin to leave.
Hey, I got a good one. Tell us how you really feel.
Oh, God.
That's a good
Now.
one. You should say that all the time.
This Colin Quinn made it to HBO, and we're happy.
Made it back to HBO.
We'll have to break character. We're very happy for Colin Quinn.
Last time I was at HBO, I had a mullet. 1992.
Damn, I remember. I saw that one. Yeah.
Great.
Very
A
cool.
Pirate's jacket.
Yeah.
Well, long story short, premieres on HBO Saturday, a week from Saturday, April 9th at 10 p.m.
Saturday.
Saturday.
And then you're
Saturday.
taking the show to the Hamptons,
I'm going to do it in the
Speaking
Hamptons
of
for a
Long
couple of
Island.
weeks. Yeah.
East Hampton,
It'll be in East Hampton, but maybe, you know,
for the rich people.
So now
That's
you're going
right.
to have to stay out there, though, for like a
a
couple
few
of
weeks. Yeah.
That's like, I mean, I understand there's a nightlife type thing going on out there.
I'll tell
but-
you, it could do a lot worse. What do you mean that's like what?
I don't know. It's not
a
the
pain in
city.
ass.
You seem like a city guy, you know?
Well, then why don't you fucking invite me to one of your stupid parties once in a while?
You're
Open invite.
Open invite.
Which means don't show up.
He doesn't invite anybody.
He doesn't invite.
He really doesn't.
I invite through Twitter.
Open invite.
I say if you've ever been to my house and have not stolen anything, you are cordially invited to this.
Did you get any of those Ava Braun pictures? You see those new Ava Braun
Yes.
pictures?
No.
You see those?
No.
Yeah, it's like the new Ava Braun pictures with Hitler and
Oh, good.
they're hanging out.
Yeah.
What are they
Yeah,
doing?
It's those tender moments.
What are they doing? Booing a synagogue?
It's those tender, sentimental moments that you don't see in most
They're
of
tender. When have you guys gonna have dice on again?
Tender. Look at the Furies just sitting there going, I'm getting some food. I'm ordering. I'm at the restaurant. Give me something that a Jew didn't touch. Okay? That's what he's doing. The pictures are great.
Dice Hitler, huh?
Yeah, Angel Dice Hitler. Yeah, give me some, I don't know, some Wiener Schnitzel or something German. Something pure and Aryan.
Look, I hate to make requests, but can you at least do Dice Kelly before I leave?
Oh, wait.
Dude! Dude, I broke my knee, dude. Hold my hand. Hey, hold my fucking hand, you cocksucker. That looks delicious.
Look at Hitler.
Oh, my God, look at Hitler.
Hitler with a little kid. That's a tender
no
little
mustache.
moment.
That is a tender... You're right, no mustache.
Ooh.
Look at Ava's got
Nice
a
pussy
fucking
bulge.
chest. She got a big
Little
pussy.
camel
Jesus,
toe.
no wonder he liked her.
She got camel toe, big tits.
Camel toe.
Go back to, let me see
Heinrich
that.
Hoffman.
Shop there.
Her awful hair.
Yeah, she had short hair, little. Every girl had the hair like Miss Crabtree back then.
That's right.
From the
Her hair
Little
was
Rascals.
Terrible.
And there's Hitler, I guess Ava. What was that?
I
Just
always
sitting
felt
around
bad.
a table.
You could always sense Miss Crabtree was like... Had to, like, blow Harry Cohn to get that fucking job. She's like, everybody's like,
She's fucking jerking off Hal Roach. Who's that? Is that Ava?
Probably.
Look at
Really?
those German
those gams.
Nice.
Nice gams.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, it's a cabaret.
Yeah, they're doing like a cabaret
How
thing. They cover
decadent.
Life magazine. There's some young Nazis.
Yeah.
Young little Nazi children. That's cute. Oh, look at the portrait. Hey, that's
Jesus.
my room. How did they get that?
Right above her dresser.
Yeah.
Is Norm coming down the hall?
Yeah, he's coming now.
All right, good.
Yeah, those are some pictures.
Stay-
And I guess
I'll
they'll
Stay
stay
on
right.
the side. I want to take
No,
a
stay
seat.
right there.
Come
What's
on,
wrong
you know.
with you? You're a
Get
big
in front.
He's your
Get
friend
in
of
front of
yours.
the Ava Braun pictures.
Don't move.
I'll just go
Sit
over.
there.
Bad feng shui.
Jesus.
Really?
Feng shui.
Look out in the corner, you're not going to get the norm.
All right.
Well,
Just-
grab a mic. You never know when you want to perk up.
I should take my Welcome Brock sign off this right now.
Oh, yes. You move the welcome, Brock.
Welcome,
He's got reserved for B. Lesner on the chair. Yeah. Hey, no. He was on Stern, I guess. So it takes a little while. Walk from that end of the building all the way to this one. It's like an airport. You got to take those moving sidewalky things. It's a very long walk. That's what I'm trying to let everybody know.
So I'm trying to
It's very.
explain to you.
What is he promoting? We get the
Leave
plug
the
in.
pictures of Ava Braun just to see what he says.
Norm's Sports Show will
His
be
sports show.
premiering Tuesday, April 12th, 10:30 on Comedy Central. Yeah, I hear he used to like to gamble. We should ask him about that.
I'll talk to him about that because I still like I'm placing a little bet or two.
You don't do sports gambling, though, do you?
No.
Remember you guys I used to see all the time about OTB when I was open?
OTB. Well, that was you going into OTB. You just
No,
happened
remember
to
I'd
see us
see you
there.
guys?
That's when we. That's when we sealed the relationship.
Did you
That's
like?
right.
Do you
See
like
you on the
betting on
sidewalk.
betting on the ponies?
I did, but now what are you going to do?
Get an online account.
Maybe I'll go to... Yeah, I know, but it's...
Do that, but
I like the whole idea of going to the old OTB. It was
I
more like a
love
New
that.
York moment thing.
Yeah, it just stunk in there.
Everybody's in there.
Tickets, all the old guys there, smacking their programs in their hand. Come on! Come on!
And it was the most multicultural place.
Where people are just getting along. Right. Blacks,
they all had the
Asians,
same thing. Yeah,
white
all-
guys, all impoverished,
Everybody.
trying to get pulled out of that
That's
hole.
right.
You guys talking about Lisa Lebanali's vagina?
What is this, a roast?
I just had to. Couldn't think of who else fucked black
A
guys.
roast you're not invited to?
Why would I be? You know, it's the situation, and
you're
Snoop
funny.
should do the
We
roast.
should do a Chip Chipperson roast.
Yeah, you should do one.
Wow, showed us.
Yeah.
Sure did.
What is this? Sam keeps coming up there. What is he stopped?
Now what happened?
Taking pictures?
He was stopped in the lobby for a moment, but he's literally walking up
What do you
right
mean
now.
stopped in the lobby for what?
For what? What's
I
more
said-
They
important?
got me waiting in the lobby.
Doesn't this make you feel bad that we're eagerly awaiting and we made you sit in the office for 20 fucking minutes while we discussed shirt folding?
I don't like eagerly
Not at
waiting
all.
anybody.
Not at all.
Unless it's
I don't
Ozzy.
know why. It probably should.
They probably should. You know you're better than this.
Hey, when you're a friend of the show, you act yeah.
You know what, dude? You just go in, boom. Sometimes you wait a couple hours. So what, dude? You know what? It's family. Sometimes you go to see your cousins, right, dude? You got to sit in the living room for a little while. Big deal.
Dude, I consider myself a guest here. You know, and when you're invited, you don't make your own rules, dude. This is not my home, dude.
Uh-oh, another update.
Norm Macdonald is in the restroom.
What the fuck? I gotta
taking
take
a
pee
rest.
too, man.
I'm going to pee right now.
Are you
Let's
going to
make
go
it-
see
Let's go pee.
Gonna go see his dick?
Keep the show on.
God.
Don't fuck with my
What are you gonna
stuff,
do?
Colin.
I ain't gonna touch nothing.
What are you gonna do? You think
I'm
he's
just going to the
What do you think? He's
bathroom.
shitting? This is gonna take him forever. I mean, it's not gonna take him forever. He's gonna be.
We got bad bladders.
You're gonna see him walking on the way back.
We'll walk together.
You think Norm's? I don't think Norm's a hand washer after he pees kind of guy. He just doesn't come across like that. Would you lock the door?
You locked him out?
Yeah, lock him out.
That's probably the right move.
What does Colin's day entail after this?
Maybe I'll go to breakfast. Me and Adrian will go to breakfast. Adrian,
Yeah,
you want to go to breakfast?
So you do. And why? I'm not that it's bad, but Adrian shows up with you every time.
Yeah.
For a long time now.
And she's wanted to talk
What
to
does
you.
she compile? No, I wanted to. I think we traded numbers, didn't we? We exchanged numbers. Yeah, I know she's wanted to talk to me. Absolutely.
She's been writing about comedy. She's a serious writer. She wrote this book called Random Family, which is like this brilliant book that won all these awards, and it's a pretty popular book, too. I mean, it wasn't just an award win. It was also like,
like a real good book.
Great book. It's all about the Puerto Ricans in the Bronx, Puerto Rican women in the Bronx in the 80s. So she takes people seriously. So she took comedy seriously, even though every dumb comedian after 2 years is like, why is she still writing? They're waiting for like a shitty article online. And she's actually taking it like a real artist.
An in-depth book kind of a thing. Now, just without just glossing over a comedian and his material, what more are you trying to get in? Like what the mind of a comic and what makes him like that? Well, we're done with you. There he is. Norm!
Did you get my fucking text about your show?
No.
I love it.
We're on the air.
It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
It's good. They're greeting each other.
Oh, hey,
Norm
good to meet
Macdonald.
you. How you doing?
What's up, boys?
We're good. I see you on YouTube a lot.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
I do my YouTube videos and
it's awesome.
and stuff. It's fun, you fuck off a little bit here and there.
Kevin Farley?
How you doing?
Sit down, Norm.
Pleasure. Take a seat. I think we're kind of running out of seats. Take the couch right
Hilarious
there.
special, too, by the way.
That was nice.
Oh, my God. Saw the special the other
We're
night.
not on the fucking
Oh,
radio.
yeah, we do that.
Yes,
we just,
they're on-
you can
you're
say
on.
fucking. That's how we roll.
We're on the radio right now?
We just bring it in and let it roll. That's how that works.
I know, you're looking at
the picture.
Colin's looking at a picture of Hitler.
That's my room. I'm looking for different motifs.
That's your screensaver?
That's my screensaver.
I gotta put on my cans, man.
Jim Norton.
Yeah, we just saw
Jimmy Norton.
You can see it.
See, we like bringing everybody in at different times. The host of the show, the
This
guests.
is fun. I saw you guys on the YouTube, I saw you and Jim and you.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
On YouTube.
Fun on the YouTube.
Yeah, you never watch fucking YouTube? What the
No,
fuck?
what's that? What's that?
Yeah, you watch the TV. This fucking guy.
I know,
TV's no shit.
TV's like extinct now.
TV's for the old fuckers. I watch the YouTube, fucking face, all that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this new thing?
What's that?
No, it's called Colors. Have you heard about it?
Oh, we were just talking about that.
I'm a fan of colors.
We were just talking about
Isn't that
that.
fucking weird? No, but it's only 150 yards.
Yeah.
People within 150 yards.
Yeah.
You got it yet?
I don't know. It seems a little fucking weird.
It is weird.
Like a guy in your apartment building can see,
Can see what you're doing depending on where he is.
Yeah, maybe you could figure out where a lady was, like looking at the layout of her apartment, and then maybe I don't know.
I think it'll come in handy for.
I don't know what it is.
I think it'll come in
Tell
handy
Colin what it is,
for
man.
football players on the field because it's 150 yards, so he pretty much covers the field,
Yeah.
and they could probably figure out what the other team's going to do
Yeah.
based on what they're doing with
That's
their
right.
color.
You don't watch a lot of football, right?
No, none at all.
150 yards.
Well, you got to consider the end
Canadian
zone.
football.
I was considering the end zones.
Oh, okay, I got it.
The entire field.
You're still off, though, a little bit.
Why? How long are the end zones?
10, right?
It's got to be longer than 10.
No, it's not. It's got to clear.
In Canadian football?
No.
No,
You got
real football.
You got the 100 yards, and then how wide is the
It
end
seems
zone?
about 10, right?
Yeah, let's go with a 10.
That's it?
So you were off by 30 yards.
30. What about after there, but behind the end zone to the wall?
All right, now you're talking 150 yards.
What if they jump in the
Brian.
stands?
Yeah, I've seen that happen. Give me a break.
Green
Hold
Bay.
on, I got to get this up. So, Norm, you were on Saturday Night Live.
What
a professional.
Yeah, until Colin showed up.
I know. Colin took your gig.
He took my gig. He took my apartment.
Did he take the apartment, too?
Yeah, I moved in the same building as Norm.
No, you really are a fuck.
Single white female.
No, there was one moment. Colin probably doesn't remember it, but I was walking to the elevator, and he was coming off the elevator. Do you remember that?
What do you mean? It happened all the time.
No, I know, but this
Maybe a little more detail, Norm.
this is after I had left and you had come on, and it was I don't know, it was poignant to me.
Sort of a changing of position.
You went to shake Norm's hand and he spit in your face. Do you remember that time?
No, Colin was awesome, though.
You didn't have any animosity toward Colin.
Not towards Colin. No, I love Colin.
Now, I heard you were taken off of that show because of the OJ situation.
Who knows? I don't think it was really.
You don't think that was it?
No, I don't really think it was.
Because you gave OJ a little guff, and most people were just treating him like a saint.
Yeah, but I don't know. I know people said that and shit. But I think, I think it was because I didn't get laughs all the time and shit. And Oldmeyer was watching Leno, who would get laughs wall to wall every fucking night.
Yeah, but that isn't what it was about.
I know, but I can understand his point.
I kind of liked the delivery and the fucking very dry wit of that whole thing.
Well, the problem is if one guy don't like you and he owns the cameras, you're fucked.
Yeah.
But I think it was also that Oldmeyer, when he actually would say something about OJ, if you get pissed, then Norm would just say, all right, fuck him, and do 5 more.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Other people would go hey, okay, I'll keep my gig.
Yeah, we didn't listen to anybody. And also, I don't think we were listening to people within Saturday Night Live, which was probably a mistake, too. Because Jim was, you know what I mean?
Yeah. How about my impression of Jim that everybody hates?
Yeah.
I hate it, too.
How could they hate that? It's great.
It's right on the money.
I don't even know who it is. It sounds like him.
It's perfect.
Hey, man, who got a comedy award? Anybody here?
Damn, I think one person did.
Huh? Who?
You?
I'm saying the comedy awards was a big...
No, the comedy awards. You don't know about the comedy awards?
It was a big event the other night.
Big event.
Well, I wasn't there.
The Lifetime Achievement Award, Tina Fey, I think.
No, Eddie
Murphy.
Well,
No, what did Tina get? The Mark Twain Award.
Why How do you get that one?
You have to be as good as Mark Twain.
That's a dumb fucking award name.
I was nominated for him, but I didn't get anything.
You didn't get Mark?
No.
You were nominated for anything.
I was nominated
for special?
Shut out of most consecutive roasts. I was nominated for. Fucking network.
No.
Yeah. He doesn't
Colin
like that
edged
network
you
very much.
Yeah. Thank you. I did edge him out. You were shut out of fucking roast without me.
Why are you screaming at me? We both hate the same people. It's not each other.
Remember the time you two were getting in the elevator after that award show?
Colin, fucking, why don't you do roast, man? That roast you did to Artie was fucking awesome.
Oh, because they don't fucking bring me on as roast.
Why?
I don't know.
They should.
You're the
be very
king.
funny.
They don't bring Jimmy on either.
They always want the new people. Hey, guess what? There's a young girl that's middling attractive that swears a lot. Let's get her. What? Is that the new fucking thing?
Yeah.
Sarah Silverman, hysterical.
Right.
Who's funnier than her?
Nobody.
No, except dudes. But,
Nobody.
but I think she spawned these other ladies that they forget that she's funny, and they think the whole point is just to be
semi-hot,
attractive, and then talk about sucking cock. And
you got to show
shit.
a lot of leg. You got to show a lot of leg with little skirts on, and then talk about sucking cock and manipulating balls with your hand, and it's hysterical.
Bring back Phyllis Diller. Some ugly old bag. Rosemary. Those are the funny ladies.
Wow.
Whoa, that is old.
The funny ladies always used to be ugly old bags. Or Roseanne, you know what I mean? Or,
no one was funny. When they would have a comedian on, What's My Line or something like that, a comedian. They never called comedians. Now a chick can be called a comedian, but it was always a very funny, whenever I'm at a club and I hear, let's give it up for a very funny comedian, I'm like, oh, it's time to take a piss. Time to take a fucking piss.
I tell you, man, you guys got to get this tape. I don't know if I ever show you this tape, but, everybody thinks they're edgy and all this shit. I got a fucking tape, a DVD, a CD of LaWanda Page. You know that?
Shit.
Oh, yeah.
Aunt Esther.
Aunt
Esther. This was from the fucking 50s or 40s or some shit, and she's in Harlem doing the filthiest stuff. Really fucking funny. You can't even believe it.
You can
wash my ass.
You can almost imagine, because, Red Fox and
Peanut butter pussy.
Obviously.
Right, what was that joke?
I'm sorry, son.
What was the joke about peanut butter pussy? What she had?
Oh, God.
Easy to spread, something like that.
Easy to spread.
Who, this LaWanda Page?
LaWanda Page, Aunt Esther.
Fucking funny as shit.
Yeah.
I like Red Fox, and he told her he was going to slam her face into cookie dough and make gorilla cookies.
Yes.
You can't say that anymore.
I saw one time he had a joke. He said, "Man, I think one of those." He goes, "I saw this lady. She's taking fuck."
It's all right. You got the voice right.
I can't remember. He goes, "This lady, she's taking the male hormones, and oh man, God, she was an ugly lady. She had a hair all the way from her neck all the way down to her dick." That's not a good impression. No.
That works. The joke's there.
Yeah, you're fucking special. I watched it the other night. It's hilarious.
Thanks,
fucking
man.
Great. So good to see you back on TV like that.
Yeah.
It was so fucking good. And the thing about you, I don't know what it is with that voice of yours. When I read your tweets, everybody that I talk to also reads them in
weird.
Norm's voice. And it makes it that much funnier. Everybody started, during the Oscars, we all start tweeting our shit during the Oscars, past Oscars. And one of my buddies, Travis, actually retweeted and said, "You gotta follow Norm Macdonald." I'm like, I didn't even know you were on or shit, so I started following you. And they were hilarious. Like the funny thing, when are you going to thank the computer? Every fucking tweet. When are you going to thank the computer? Just shit like that is stuff that no one else was tweeting. It's out of your mind shit.
I just found out about that Twitter shit.
It's great, and you got so many followers really quickly, and didn't have to pull a Charlie Sheen with it. It was just funny shit, man.
But when you go to hit the send, you fuck for a second. You go wait, because it's just off the top of your head.
And it's right there, yeah. And
I don't do drugs or alcohol, thankfully, because I'm sure guys could really fuck up and say bad things.
They have.
Louis C.K. has had to delete entire threads.
Oh my God.
Things he's Twittered.
The worst thing is too, and especially if you have a lot of followers.
Because that's what he does, though. I mean.
Oh yeah, but sometimes even I guess he'll even feel bad about it and just go back and delete.
A lot of times, if you tweet something and you want to delete it, even a second later, if you have a lot of followers,
they got it.
It's already been retweeted, and you can't delete theirs. So if you got 10 followers and you write something about, hey, those Japanese people, by the way,
and then they can retweet it exponentially.
Yeah, and then it just goes on and on.
That shit was censorship, man. He made fun of nuclear breakdown. That's censorship.
We should be able to talk about anything, man.
But
it's
how about
America.
The fact that Norm's tweets, like some of them are not supposed to be funny. They're like profound, poetic.
I deleted a lot of those. Because I'd read my responses. Cool. They go, "You fucking asshole, you're funny." I'm like, I don't know.
That's just it. You can't stop being like, if you're funny and then you got like a serious comment. Like I would tweet some ridiculous shit, but then I'd go like, Obama gave a speech. Let me give a little feedback on what I believe Obama. You racist, fucking conservative, fucking rich motherfucker.
Some people too, fucking think it's serious. Like I tweeted one that I said I said like. My father was brutally murdered last week, and it's only now I can look back and laugh. And then these people would fucking answer. They go like, "I'm so sorry." Like, closure takes a while. So I had to go, no, it was a joke. That's cool.
How does anyone read that and not, especially from you, and not think it's a goddamn joke? People are so stupid. That's something this whole thing has opened up, where you're kind of communicating with people you never would talk to or meet that don't understand what a sense of humor even is. So the responses you get sometimes like hey, I was like, hey, God, it's spring, but I'm looking outside and there's still a little snow on my back table. At least you're alive, motherfucker.
That's from a dead guy?
I'm getting tweets from the dead. I guess he had a loved one pass on. Perhaps a father that was brutally murdered a week ago.
I guess to sum it up, everybody's a critic, huh, guys?
Your special should have been called The Voice of Reason.
You're doing a sports show?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, I guess I didn't know you were that into sports, but then again, I don't know much about football.
I'm into sports a lot, but not enough to, like now I have to go on fucking, like, these sports
Yeah, you're
going
to be like the sports guy.
I don't know that much shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know a lot about sports, but if you ask me, like, who won the Super Bowl 6 years ago, I'd have to really think about it.
Yeah, those are the sports guys that just know stats and shit.
So I
I
have to go on these sports talk shows where they know everything. And then the fucking phone callers, what do you call them?
Phone call.
The listeners.
Fat guys in the basement.
Yeah. They know even more. So it's like, hey, what do you think of some guy you've never heard's like stats that year? So fucking...
Yeah, you're like
Frank Mahovlich.
I know Frank Mahovlich, the big M.
How do you know him?
You're throwing me softballs.
I have no idea what that's about.
He was a hockey player. He knows them. He knows
I only
who
know
I
things from the 70s.
So what's going to be the gist of this sports show? Is it
It's
you?
going to be like, just me doing jokes.
Oh, okay, about sports.
Yeah, about sports. But it's going to be accessible to people that don't know nothing about sports, too.
Oh, that's good. See, that's
the
me.
guest going to be on? The guest going to be on?
Yeah, I was hoping you'd come on.
Yeah, of course.
Colin.
I know everything about sports.
You do know sports.
Yeah,
We
totally
know
from the 70s, I know.
Colin knows sports when, like, they wore leather helmets.
Yeah.
The good old days.
What do you know about sports, Colin? Give us some knowledge.
And ask me anything before 1973, I know everything. But after that, I don't know nothing.
Norm, go ahead, man.
Okay.
This is his audition.
Yeah.
I would ask,
I could be the announcer. Norm Macdonald.
how many
Sports show.
how many I guess I'd say how many World Series did Babe Ruth win?
5.
He was making the 3 thing. He goes 5.
Yeah, and it was 3.
He won 1 with the Boston Red Sox.
It was 3.
As a pitcher.
He was a pitcher.
Yes.
No, he won 2 with the
And he has to be on
Yankees.
Boston Red. I'm talking about like 1968 to 73.
Oh,
You have 5 years
to
that you know?
73.
You stink at sports.
I'll give you an easy one.
All right.
Who was the quarterback on the Colts against
Johnny Unitas, Earl Morrill.
against the Jets in '69?
Johnny Unitas, then Earl Morrill.
Who played in the Super Bowl?
Both of them. Johnny Unitas played like 5 minutes, and Earl Morrill played the rest of the game.
That's
What
pretty
happened
impressive.
to Johnny Unitas?
He was old.
Tendonitis.
He was 5 minutes older, and they had to take him out?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That's pretty impressive.
That
That
is
was
pretty
impressive.
That you knew
you
both
could be
of
on
them.
Norm's show now.
You
God
never
damn,
saw that
That's
game.
good. That's
I never
almost
saw
a
that
trick
game.
question there. It's like a trick question. And you gave me a trick answer because I had no fucking clue.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, that's why you said 2. I'm like, oh. 5 minutes, they took him out. I had no idea because he was old.
They brought him in like, symbolically.
Oh, like, hey,
no,
he's
they
playing.
brought him in at the end. That's what happened.
Oh.
Earl Morrill started, but then at the end they're like, we're losing to the fucking AFC, and they
So who
let's bring in
cares?
Johnny.
Really good, man. You
Get
haven't
the-
gained any weight or
Oh,
nothing.
thanks.
No, it's cool.
He looks the same.
Because we worked together in Boston. We did this movie.
Oh, what
Yeah.
a blast we
Yeah.
had.
We
We
had
did
fun.
Grown-Ups.
Oh, Grown-Ups.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Forgot you guys were in that.
The highest grossing picture
yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
It did make a lot of
Did
fucking
make a lot
money.
of cabbage.
You got any points on that one?
We didn't get any Maseratis. They
They
gave
gave
Maseratis.
Maseratis, yeah.
They
Wow.
gave
Look at
out
the Maseratis.
Maseratis.
They gave
Sandler.
Rob Schneider. Stanley gave Rob Schneider, Rock, Spade, and Kevin James Maseratis. 4 guys that don't need them. Me and Norm need Maseratis.
What did you guys get?
iPods.
What did we get?
What did you
We got
get?
nothing. We got Ugats.
No, what did you
we
get?
got-
He gave you
I thought
something.
you had a joke. We got
We got.
We
Oh
had
yeah,
this
I did have a
shit.
joke. I said they gave us a weekend. They gave us a zip car for the weekend. Nice setup.
You guys work well together.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. I
we
see the
walk
magic.
around. We walk around Boston every day. We go shopping
Oh, yeah.
for clothes.
He
And
fucking... whatever.
this son of a bitch, every store we go into, it's like the nice part of Boston, Boylston Street.
Yeah.
You know? It's all these nice stores, so they know us.
I don't know. I've never dressed in my life. I don't know how to dress.
He dressed like a hip hop kid, like like a 16-year-old black kid.
No, I just wear whatever's the loosest thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Comfortable.
Do you not like your body? That's why I wear loose clothing.
I don't like my body at all.
I don't like anything that shows my body, my tits or my stomach or the side
No, I
fat.
hate it.
But
I
you
try
seem to be in shape, Norm.
He's
I'm
in
not
grand
in shape
shape.
at all. No.
That's because you wear loose clothing.
You're not fat.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you something.
yeah.
This is weird because I was fucking skinny, right? And I go to the doctor and he says, "We're gonna measure your fat." I said, "No, man, I'm skinny. I don't need. What are you fucking measuring?"
I'll call
my
it
body
Dr.
fat?"
Man.
He checks.
He was Dr. Man.
He checks my body. He goes, "No, you're fat." He goes, "You're both skinny and fat."
You're
Like he
skinny
said,
and fat.
basically like bones and fat. Like the muscle.
Wow.
There's no muscle there.
Oh.
So not a good combo. But anyways, he takes me shopping.
I take him shopping. Every store he goes in, he creates a fucking ruckus. They're like guys like we go to like semi, metrosexual guys are like
Metrosexual.
Would you like to
now,
go?
What don't you think if a person said you look metrosexual? Isn't that the same fucking thing as saying you look gay?
Exactly.
What the fuck's the difference?
That's gay.
But then the guy's like, we're in like these nice stores, and the guy's like, hey, why don't you go in the back and take off your shirt? What?
I don't like showing
You
my
want me to
fucking
take
body.
my shirt? Hey, this guy wants me to take my shirt off. Starts screaming. Everybody that comes in the store is like, yeah, don't ask them to take their shirt off. You just accuse them of
I'm like
trying
Jim,
to sexually
I swear to
harass.
God, fucking so. When I was young, I was fucking skinny and shit. And when you're skinny, when you're a boy, people don't talk about that. They always say, well, fat girls have tough. But when you're fucking little or skinny as a boy, and people can beat you up, it fucking sucks.
So you didn't didn't take your shirt off? Even
I
as a
would wear.
kid?
This is how stupid I was when I was in grade 3 or 4, whatever. I'd wear 5 shirts over each other,
just to look bigger.
Thinking was fooling.
Did you used to have to in gym class? I know they used to play like shirts and skins,
right?
And I hated that. And I was like, please make me a shirt, because I as a kid didn't like fucking taking my shirt off either.
Yeah, you were probably thin.
Yeah, I was very skinny kid and everything. And I was like, please, God. And then when they'd say skins, I'd be like, how can I get out of this?
Yeah.
And then I'd have to go, I got a stomach ache.
There's 2 kinds of dudes, Like there's ones where they can go through a shower and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Locker room,
Guy's
naked.
12 years old, fucking showering, got a hairy big cock.
Right. And 2 guys fucking a lady and all that stuff. I can't do that.
No. Norm played hockey with Gretzky when he was a kid.
Yeah.
Really?
But the funniest one was I was there. You got fucking hot stories. But there used to be a guy on the Philadelphia Flyers by the name of Dave the Hammer Schultz.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This guy was
He was an animal.
enforcer. Yeah. So when I was a little kid, at the fucking, where the Canadiens played, at the Forum, I was back at fucking Schultz, the big fucking bad Flyers and shit, I couldn't find Bobby Clark, but Schultz was standing outside the bus with a big fur coat on, looked like from Slapshot or something. And so I ran up to him. I was a little kid. I'm like, hey, man, can I get your autograph, And he's smoking a cigarette. He threw the cigarette at me.
Oh, shit.
It was so funny. And then I was traumatized. But then later on, I was like, that's way cooler than getting an
actual
autograph.
Yeah, being burned.
Were you good at hockey, Norm?
I was. I pulled my tendon. I pulled my fucking tendon. You guys are young, man.
Well, not really.
A fellow like me.
Yeah.
Getting up there. Listen.
Did you have a shot?
Listen, as Colin Wells knows, I've seen more sunsets than I'm gonna see.
Oh boy.
No, but I tore my tendon, and this is the first time I've been immobile in my life because I still have this crazy competitive fucking thing where I'll play 20-year-old kids and pick up basketball and get the shit beat out of me, but I still think I'm young. But this was the first time I was immobile for about 3-4 months. If you guys ever get there, it's a fucking portal to the future. You go, holy fuck.
Yeah. No, I noticed those aches and pains that start coming up that weren't there before.
All of us.
And you just kind of, now you got to work through them. And Louis C.K. talks about it too when he goes to the doctor, and it's just like, oh, that's just, that's what it is. That's never going away, ever.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no cure for it. There's nothing. You got to live with it. And it's like, oh, great. That's just the beginning of the falling apart sequence.
But you never
My fucking cardiologist, 68-year-old man, he's like, you got to keep walking. He goes, at our age. I go, our age? Like that. And then I realized I think I am in his bracket compared to my kid, who's 18. I'm not in his I'm closer to this 68-year-old.
Yeah.
But, whatever happens.
I talk about this in my new book, Perspectives.
Perspectives. That's good.
But you wish you had you know what everybody fucking says? They're like, hey, man, I don't care. When I get to be 80, I'll just do heroin. That's what everybody fucking says.
Right, yeah.
But I think when you get to be 80, you're like, oh, you're just scared the whole time. You're not going to do a heroin.
I noticed during your...
You're hoping young people don't fucking beat you up. Imagine you walking down the street, every fucking guy can beat every fucking guy and lady.
Just kick your ass.
Yeah, and they don't give a fuck about you. And you don't. I saw an old guy. This is another thing. You ever notice this? You see a fucking old guy, like 80, fucking looks like a skeleton or some shit, right? in your stupid head, you don't think you're going to get like that.
No.
I don't know why, but...
And you think it's going to be just so, like, long and something might change in science or something.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed on your special, you do have a lot of bits that are very funny, but, like, very dark as far as the death and growing old and disease and things like that. One of the funniest goddamn things you were saying was, you know, your odds of getting attacked by a terrorist are 1,000,001, but your heart attacking you. It's just so funny. Your heart attacks you. The heart's not.
What are the odds of your heart attacking you?
Your
That was
heart
great.
attacking you.
I thought that was offensive.
It was very
well,
offensive.
the people who've had heart attacks, Colin, it's a good
Very
point.
offensive.
Funny to us.
Too soon.
But like, where is that? Like, where are you as far as that goes? Are you authentically petrified of the end or of falling apart?
I mean, I shouldn't think about it as much as I do.
You do? Do you lay there?
I go fucking. I get a lot of tests done.
Do you? Yeah,
like
make sure everything's cool. Your cholesterol.
This happened to me one time. Because, like, people say, oh, you're a hypochondriac and shit, but I'm like, no, fuck, that's not it. It's like the only chance you got is early detection. That's all you got. And so I used to go to the Mayo Clinic, you know, in Rochester, Minnesota, every year, and I would have, this is what I'd do. Because I don't, this is what doctors do. They'll just fucking, you go, hey, I got a cough. That's probably a cold.
Right.
You know what I mean? They just brush everything off, especially if they know
that's
you're a
what they told
hypochondriac.
Jim Henson.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
So what I would do is I'd go to this is what happened to me. I went to Rochester Mayo Clinic, and I would exaggerate all my symptoms. So I go to the stomach guy. He goes, "What do you got?" I go, "I fucking shitting blood. I'm coughing up blood." He goes, "Holy fuck!" So he'd give me a full thing. I wanted to make sure I got a full thing. So every fucking guy, blood was coming out of my nose and ears and my asshole and everything. So anyways. Just so I get a full, clean bill of health. So I did, and then that's when I'm most happy, is just when I'm walking out of that place.
Now, how long does that last?
Doesn't last long, because obviously,
something can pop up.
2 days later, the fucking thing can start. But then, a fucking 6 months later, I decided, I never had insurance before, so I decided to get, like, life insurance. Couldn't get it, right? So I was like, holy fuck, because sometimes they mix up files and shit. I said, I must have something wrong with me.
Oh, no.
And so I fucking said, why the fuck can't I get, nobody will accept me for life insurance. Anyway, it turns out that the life insurance people are privy to all the doctor's notes.
Oh, so you were
they
saying...
got the doctor's notes. Even though I had a clean bill of health, they go, this guy's shitting blood, fucking blood everywhere, you know.
I can insure this motherfucker.
Yeah. So they said he must have some unknown disease.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
So it took me a long time, and then finally I had to get that fucking Ed McMahon life insurance. We're like those guys. They're like, hey, man, will nobody fucking give you life insurance on account of you're fucking old and sick and going to die? Here, we'll give it to you, $1 a month.
If you're 65 or older, you can get term life insurance.
Yeah.
And then it says doesn't kick in for 3 years, premiums, you know. And
plus, imagine if you're the fucking guy that's asked to do that commercial.
And it's like, and no medical tests. We won't ask any medical questions.
Imagine you're an actor, like you're fucking like Robert Wagner, and you know that's like, hey man, do you think about death every fucking day like me? Did you never fucking think of taking care of your family at any point?
Until right now when you're on your deathbed?
Until now?
Holy shit, man. Yeah, I did notice during the special there were a lot of those things, but you make them fun. It's very rare that you could use the word cancer in a bit and actually make it funny.
It was just, no, I'm not like, that's not what I talk about in stand-up. That was just a certain period of time.
No, that's what I mean. You know, it's
thinking about shit about that.
Do you, I noticed because I'm very bad with me being alone with my own thoughts at night. A lot of times if I'm just in a quiet room without the TV on, like I'll just think too much to go to sleep.
Yes.
And it could be anything. It could be like, oh, there's a kind of a program I want to maybe work on tomorrow on the computer. Or it could be, hey, I wonder when I'll die. You know, and that. So I like having the TV on just for that. Are you good with your own thoughts, just laying there in the quiet?
I'm no good.
No?
I try to, because, you know, you try something to get off the whatever the fuck you'd use to quiet your mind, you know? Whether it's booze or whatever the fuck, pills, whatever it is. But I try I try meditation. Try that, you know. To me, it worked the opposite. Like I'm sitting in a room of people. They go, just close your eyes. They go, thoughts will happen. No fucking kidding. Racing hellish thoughts, you know. And then the guy's like, just let them go. I'm like, ah. And then you open your eyes, you look at some other fuckers right beside you. Yeah. And I tried it 3 times. I could never get to any place of quiet.
No, I need a lot of distractions, and I could still operate and work. Like I can make myself, go to sleep, or if I'm working on a computer or something. I'm good with the TV on or something like that. Yeah. But I need this constant little distraction, because if you're just left alone to your own devices, your thoughts will turn horrid.
I stumped a fucking psychiatrist once. I said to the guy, because I was fucking gambling all the time, shit, right? I had a gambling addiction. I'm over it now, but shit. But he said...
I bet you're not.
That's a good one. He almost lost everything.
Oh, shit. You haven't met Chip.
Yes, Chipperson is very funny. Yeah.
But he said, the psychiatrist, he said, you're using gambling, you're fixating on gambling in order to escape your real thoughts, you know. Mm-hmm. And I said to him, isn't that why you do everything in life? And literally, I stumped him.
He had no answer.
He was like, and then he recovered and tried to make it. But isn't that why you do everything?
Yes.
So you're not sitting at home
just thinking
about what's really going to happen to us?
where it all ends? What was your gambling poison there? What did you enjoy?
Sports was the worst.
Gambling.
Yeah, sports was the worst.
You weren't a casino guy, or?
No, I did everything, but sports was the one that you think you can pick. You know what I mean? You delude yourself into going. You've sports gambled.
I've never sports gambled.
In your life?
Well, maybe once I got that slip and I knew nothing and I filled shit out and some guy I could have won.
What about you?
A little bit, not like you. I've heard the Norm stories.
I'm blackjack guy.
Oh yeah. I play blackjack.
I love blackjack.
What was your biggest loss? Do you talk about it?
Nah.
Not really, huh?
Nah.
I don't blame you.
A lot. It was a lot.
Yeah, you're over it though.
I did a stupid thing one time.
Okay, he's ready to talk.
This was my big statement I threw over at Atlantic City on the boardwalk. I threw 60,000 into the ocean.
No way.
Yeah, to quit. That was my thing. I'm going to quit.
Why didn't you just quit and keep the 60?
It was supposed to be like I felt like I was in a movie.
Wow.
That was a symbolic kind of a thing. Like, was it money or chips?
No,
what's
money.
That?
It was money?
Holy shit.
I said chips, and he goes, what's that?
Wait, so you threw 60 grand, because you had a moment where you're like, this is cleansing, this is to the ocean, I committed.
The same way a drug addict would throw his drugs into the ocean.
Right.
How long after it left your hand did you regret it?
I regretted it pretty good.
See, I would have thrown the fucking dealer into the... That's how I would get over it.
I'm
stone-faced idiots.
I'm surprised that people, like dealers, don't get...
Killed.
Yeah.
It really is amazing, because they can piss you off. I've seen dealers do things where it's like, in succession, where you're like, all right, look, I'm finally getting good cards. I'm pulling 20s out here. And the dealer's consistently showing a dumb 4 or a 3, and that 7, 8 pops up, and here's the ever-present picture card. Or anytime like they're dealing around, and I'm like, okay, king, and now they go around for the second one, 4. But whenever you see them showing a picture card, that down card, it's always a face card or an ace.
Every time.
Insurance.
Is that your game? That's your game?
Yeah, I have yelled. I've gotten to the point where the guy, my security guy, Keith the cop, had to get a pillow and bring it down, because I was turning around and punching him in the shoulder so hard when they would pull this bullshit on me. And I was yelling where, like, the floor guy would come over and go, hey, Mr. Coomer, you're going to have to keep it down. Because I'm just like, yeah, you motherfucker, fuck! So the pillow...
Don't people recognize you?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Yes, it's humiliating.
And I would also use the pillow to bury my face and go like... And I have to tell the dealer, look, it's not you personally.
Yeah.
It's the cards. I'm yelling.
You reacted to an ace of diamonds the way most people react to a rape.
Yeah.
Screaming into a pillow.
Well, I fucking had an 11 and I doubled down, and you're throwing fucking, you got almost 30 grand out there, and they give you an ace. Dude, I never get an ace.
It's funny when you see a famous guy. There used to be a guy, a weatherman here in New York named Spencer Christian.
Oh, yeah, I remember Spencer Christian.
ABC, Good Morning America. I think he also wrote, I think he was a smart guy or some shit. But anyways, I seen him in the casino at the Trump, you know, and you can spot a compulsive gambler. Like,
oh, yeah.
His eyes are, and he's on a bad roll. It's that kind of roll where you keep leaving the tables and they're like, better luck next time. You know, that kind of shit. And he's just the next table and he's putting money, everything's losing, you know, and he's just standing. Anyway, this big fat fucking family from Ohio. They go, there's that weatherman.
Oh, no, you don't want to talk to anybody.
No. So they're taking a picture and he's like this.
Shut up and deal.
Oh, man.
Oh, exactly. I hear you.
And the other fucking horrible thing is you like lose money. You walk away from a table, a fucking craps table, right? Down like 35 fucking thousand. And as you walk away, some motherfucker goes, yeah, it's like $2 for us.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's
right.
not,
It's
asshole.
not.
It's not.
Yeah.
Norm, can we move you over one seat
Well,
to
actually-
where Colin is?
Yeah.
Oh, Brock Lesnar is here.
I'm here. Norm has to go.
Oh, you have to leave?
Your people are,
Norm's a busy man.
your people are telling us that you have to go.
Can we take-
if you want to stay, it's up to you.
Quick break?
You run. We start with
Is that
only
a
have a
way?
few minutes. I'll
Yeah,
talk
go,
to Brock.
go,
you
go.
You run.
Okay. Yeah, I just want
Norm.
And Brock will sit there, and if you can stay, you can stay. If not,
I got a picture of Norm.
take your thing off. No, give your thing on.
Could you snap a picture?
Brock, come sit.
Hey, Brock, come on over. It's just a busy day.
Yeah, they snuck in.
Someone show Brock where he is.
Brock's right here. Oh, he's waiting for the picture.
Okay,
Finally
all right.
meet you guys, man.
All right.
Colin, you're out of here too. Later, buddy.
Come on, buddy.
Colin Quinn, Long Story Short, premieres on HBO a week from Saturday at 10 p.m. See you soon, Colin.
Hi, Melinda. That's your ex?
Yeah.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
What, do
you want to-
Schimmel?
I hope.
There you go, buddy.
Where'd Colin go?
Colin just ran out.
Fucking mess. I love it.
It's a clusterfuck.
He'll be around. Colin, where you going?
We actually are on the air.
Hi, Brock. How are you?
Yes.
Sorry about that. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Thanks for coming in.
You know Norm Macdonald behind you, just so you know the people? That's Norm.
Colin Quinn and Norm
Colin
Macdonald.
Quinn.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
Go somewhere? Good.
I'll be back. I'm just.
Ant's just taking a lot of pictures.
All right. Can they do it out? They can do it outside, right? Can they take the picture outside? Oh my God! All right, we're taking pictures. Brock Lesnar, you really walked into a clusterfuck, but we're happy that you're here. Thanks for
Good
coming.
morning.
Yeah, thanks for doing our show. It wasn't easy to get you on the show.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm happy to do it.
What time did you get up this morning?
Way too fucking early. You texted me that you're coming down.
Can we do this outside? Can we everybody do this outside, please? Not to fuck with everybody, but Norm.
Nice to meet you.
I love you, Norm. Good seeing you, buddy. I'm happy you're here. No, I love you very much, actually.
Because he loves Brock Lesnar more.
Because I'm happy Brock is here, and people are doing a photo session in the fucking booth.
Don't wear it out.
We knew this would be a clusterfuck.
That's all right.
I want to ask him about the 50,000 he lost on a home run, but next time. Norm Macdonald was great on the show today.
Oh, yes, he was.
Holy shit. Brock,
All
sorry.
right, Brock is here.
Sorry, Brock.
All right, now we are ready.
Yes.
For Brock Lesnar.
We don't want to start off on the wrong foot.
No,
All right.
of course not.
Your friend want to come in? Are you with the guy who wants to come in?
There goes everybody.
No,
You're good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
All right.
Wow. Holy shit. That's exhausting.
Yeah, we knew it would bleed because Norm was late coming from Stern. I'm like, we know it's going to bleed in. I
Yeah.
said, nobody
I'm
else
late
said.
too. That's why.
That's all right.
You're Brock, though. You can be late. Acceptable.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they say you don't like to do a lot of radio. They said that you kind of...
Me?
Yeah. Have you had bad experiences on it or no?
No, not at all. Who said that?
Yeah,
I don't know, but I better come up
kick
with the right
his
answer. Who do I not want to say the wrong guy? Get somebody beaten for no reason.
We heard the comments you were making about the Undertaker and stuff. That was on what show?
Ariel Hawani.
Yeah, we played the audio
Renee.
yesterday.
Yeah.
We played
Show.
the audio, and it was the first, I think, very candid interview you had about that situation. You have anything to add to that? Like why
Not
that
really.
happened?
No.
And
I
a lot
mean-
of people, are you willing to deny that if this isn't some kind of work for WrestleMania? Because a lot of people are bringing that up on
Yeah,
websites.
why would I want to promote a show that I'm not even on? You know?
Well, that's just it. Are you? See, that's what they say, though.
Well,
They're like, you know.
From here, I'm actually going to Atlanta.
Yeah, they won't let it go, though. We played the audio
No, I
yesterday.
know. You
They're
know
like,
how people
no,
are.
it's a work. See, you don't
You know the
understand.
wrestling fans.
Right.
They
But
go,
it
Brock
annoyed
is
me
saying
a lot.
it's a real fucking beef he's got with the Undertaker. You didn't explain And I guess it's too personal what was actually said, which is fine. I mean,
it boils down. It's really freaking. I mean, it's really nothing other than,
It was such an odd thing to
nowhere.
happen. Like, after that was a huge fight. I mean, obviously, you were not happy with the results.
No.
You walked out of there, and then to have something like that happen was kind of like, what the fuck am I looking at here?
Yeah, it was just a weird deal. I mean, it was. I got out of the octagon. I didn't know where I was. I knew where I was, but I mean, it was like, and I'm walking out, and I had heard that he might be there, and so I wasn't, it was just one of those weird, you bump into somebody, and it's like, yeah, so you really said that about me, or so.
By the way, calling him Mark in that interview was brilliant because that's the one thing that really made me laugh in that. It's like Undertaker, the undead, this, that, the other thing. It's like, oh yeah, Mark. And I was just laughing like, oh, that's a screw turner right there. Mark.
I just thought it was shitty timing. It's like, a guy loses a real match. I mean, it was the heavyweight championship, and to pull some shit like that on the way out.
It's not your fucking
I don't even know
show.
why he was there, really.
It's not your show, Elias.
Yeah, I guess he likes MMA, though. He's been to a few.
Yeah, he does, and I used to, hang out. Well, I mean, we're acquaintances. Everybody, I don't keep in touch with anybody from there. It's all, you keep your friends close and your enemies closer in that business, and so it just is what it is.
Is it a very backstabbing kind of business?
I think I still got some knives in my hand.
Well, there has to be a certain amount, and you brought it up, a certain amount of jealousy as far as the fact that, look, you're in MMA. You're very popular. I mean, you're one of the faces of MMA. And a lot of those guys could never do what you do. Yet, at the drop of a hat, you could always just go back and do what they do.
Yeah, I mean, here's the beauty of what I've been able to do is I've been able to pave my way because of who I am, my amateur background and whatnot. But when you're in that business, the guy that's stroking the pencil is in charge. I'm in charge of my own destiny in this game that I'm doing. And when you're working for a company like that, you're not.
Is that why you wanted to leave?
Well, I left for a number of different reasons, and I'm here to promote The Ultimate Fighter that is airing tonight, and also I got a tell-all book that's coming out May 24th, and so I go into why I decided to leave the company, and there was some other reasons.
Because MMA is harder. I mean, it's like not that wrestling isn't a grind, but MMA you're really being hit a lot harder than you're getting hit in wrestling in the face. I mean, guys like Shane. First of all, Shane Carwin, how did you survive that? I couldn't believe that you was kept kicking him off.
I got a head like a horse. I
have other things like a horse.
Ass.
You brushed over one thing. He's a true athlete, and MMA is a real sport. I mean, the wrestling thing is entertainment, so he probably felt the competitive edge, and you wanted to get into the fighting.
Yeah, I mean, it was just the time. I wasn't built for the road. I wasn't built for being on the road 300 days a year. It wasn't for me.
They kill you. We've had a lot of you. Well, I mean, now you've
a lot of you guys.
No, I meant
a lot of you guys.
Yeah. No, I meant wrestlers. We're friends with a lot of the guys, and that's the one thing that comes up a lot. It's like the grind will kill you.
Yeah, it's a grind.
So when you were fighting, I got to say too, because I watched the Kane fight, was really. I was surprised he beat you. I know you were obviously surprised. Did he hurt you with there was an elbow it looked like he hit you with that was inadvertent. It didn't look like he meant to do it. I don't know why I had to explain inadvertent. Who knows what inadvertent means? Fucking dope I am. Say a word and then.
We inadvertently hired him.
Inadvertent is something you say when you come too fast. Well, that was inadvertent. I apologize. And I'll pay for the cleaning. So did he hit you with an elbow that kind of, it looked like right before he pounced on you, he hit you with an elbow?
Well, I've reviewed the fight quite a bit, and the thing that we picked up is there was a scramble that we got into, an exchange where then he shot in and took me down. I was able to get back up to my feet, and there was just a left. I don't know if it's uppercut or a hook that catches me right on the button, and that's where I end up spinning, lose my equilibrium, and then we get into another scramble. He hits me with a knee, which pretty much takes puts me on the street that I on the queer street.
Did you know when you got hit with the uppercut? Does it flash through your mind like, oh shit, I'm in trouble? Oh shit.
Yeah. You know when you can't, when your mind is telling your body to do something and it's not reacting, that's a shitty place to be.
And you know he's not in that position.
Yeah, he's not. So you better just you're looking for exit stage left, trying to get your bearings.
Damn,
back.
man.
When you tapped when Mir, I mean, when you first fought Frank Mir, it was one like you were new, so that he got you with something that an experienced guy would get a newer guy with. I mean,
yeah, he got me in a fair and square knee bar, but I think I gave that fight to him. I stepped right in for it, and it was just foolish. We had known, and I had trained for that, and for me to actually do it. That's why there was a lot of anger when for the rematch for me. There was a lot
because you trained just for that situation.
Well, we did. You know,
and when it happened, you're probably like, "What did I do?"
Like, fuck. It was like I was in drilling, and I was like stepping in and giving the guy my leg so I could get out of it, and then I gave it to him.
Oh shit!
So it was like, you dumb shit.
Brock's funny, man.
Do you dislike Mir or no? Because it seems like you hated him.
I didn't dislike him as a person, nonetheless. I just more disliked him because he beat me.
Is there that thing, like after a fight, when you get beat, I mean, do you feel differently about the person? And is it personal or strictly professional?
You know, once you get over the especially if you win, then it's like turn the page, I'm on to the next guy.
Right, sure.
Yeah.
But you know, we forget about that, but now when you lose, for me anyways, those things haunt me until I can seek revenge.
Now, when you do get a rematch, do you look at what happened when you lost and say, I mean, obviously you're going to say, I'm not going to let that happen again, but do you train differently to so it doesn't happen again? Is there something different in your training?
Yeah, you always want to, capitalize and do the best and be better and fix your mistakes, obviously.
And mentally, is there anything different when you go into a rematch that you lost that you're like, oh, fuck, this guy did beat me last time? Is it harder?
No, I don't. Not for me, it's not. I mean, I haven't lost a lot in my life.
Yeah, I know
that. So, but I mean, the losses that I have suffered are painful to me. I've got a loss in 1999 at the NCAA tournament against a guy by the name of Stephen Neal, who plays now I think he still plays for the Patriots, but that's a loss that sticks with you for a long time, and prevented me from becoming a NCAA champion, and I had to. Of course, the next year I was, but then Frank Mir and now Cain Velasquez, and so yeah, those are.
Yeah, why are we talking about him getting his ass kicked?
Well, no,
How
because
about his victories, goddammit.
And also to promote, too, Brock is he's one of the coaches on The Ultimate Fighter,
yes.
and Junior Dos Santos is the other coach. And the way it works, for those who don't know, is the coaches, they fight each other at the end. And their fight will be June 11th in Vancouver at Rogers Arena.
Wow.
Every year, I don't need to say it's going to sell out, but that's going to be a massive fight.
Of course.
And it premieres tonight, 9 o'clock.
The show
on Spike.
The show Ultimate Fighter airs tonight at 9 on Spike TV, and it's me and Junior Dos Santos are the coaches. We're coaching. Each got 7 individuals. These guys move to Las Vegas for 5.5 weeks. No cell phones, no newspapers, no television. They're all locked in a house together, and the winner takes all. Gets a UFC contract.
Was it weird for you having taken the role as a coach and kind of mentoring like a younger fighter?
I was refreshed by doing it. I think it was I had experience coaching wrestling throughout my career, and so it was one of those things where I felt like I had no pressure. I could go in. These guys there was the same objective that they wanted to win, and I want to get my title back. So we were all there learning.
Do you see some people when you go into this and think like, pooh, This guy ain't got a chance in hell.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and say that. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because I can only imagine there's a few people that are involved in the show that you're coaching where it's just like, dude, find a trade.
Yeah. Go quit your day job.
Can we talk about the health thing? Because when that hit, everyone was like, holy crap. What's going on?
Right?
Yeah.
What's going on with Brock?
Yeah.
People, the rumors were, when Dana said
even
that you were
Dana,
out.
Yeah, I was dead for like a day or two.
Well, Dana,
Grave.
Dana and Joe Rogan both were pretty close with it. They came on our show like, guys, we can't say much, but this is not good.
Yeah,
and they were hinting that this is, they were more worried about you living than ever fighting again.
Yeah, it was a scary deal. I mean, I was training for the fight against Shane Carwin the first time, and I had to pull the fight because I couldn't train for 2 weeks. I was so exhausted. My stomach had worn my immune system down, and I wasn't aware of it. I go on and explain in my book about this whole story as well. But I pull out on the fight. I asked my doctor if I can go to Canada, where I've got me and my brother have got some property and do some hunting, and I get up there and next thing I know I'm in a cold sweat and I feel like I got shot in the stomach. So
wow.
And I'm bouncing around from hospital to hospital up there trying to figure out and get the right health care and the right machines to take pictures of me, and it was a scary deal. This is an illness that a lot of people have and they're unaware of it, and I can't really put my finger on the cause of it, and nobody really can, but I dodged a bullet by not having to have the surgery,
right?
Because all the doctors want to remove 12 to 14 inches of my colon,
and that's a career ender, and
shit in a sack for 6 months.
Oh, really?
You know?
So I deferred that and just said I'm going to try to do this on my own and change my diet up and make it easier for my system to digest food.
You kicked a disease's ass.
It's amazing. It really is amazing.
It is
My
amazing.
God. I can't even drop 10 pounds on the elliptical by drinking juice. And he fucking beat diverticulitis.
Hey, you mentioned your brother in there. What does he do?
He's a farmer. We're farmers.
He doesn't fight or anything like that?
No, those days are over. He'd like to, I think.
Is he a monster like you?
He's a big hoss.
Monster.
He's a big hoss, yeah. We
pulling a plow.
yeah, he's a workhorse.
Were you ever bullied growing up or no? Like, were you the guy who was bullied? Or
we were just talking about that on the ride yesterday. This whole bullying thing pisses me off. I think it's all right for to an extent for somebody to get bullied, builds character a little bit.
Absolutely.
I mean, these cops or moms and dads that want to run around and protect people. There's life on the street. There's nobody. It's you out there.
Yeah, I think part of social skills is growing up is getting a fist in your face every so often, or at least getting called names and having to defend yourself.
I think it's so different now, the age of technology, and everybody's just sheltered. They don't have to communicate. We communicate via text message.
Cyberbullying.
And I don't know. It's.
Do you tweet? Do you?
No,
I
don't. No, I don't Facebook. I don't tweet. I don't.
Yeah, we learned that about him. He likes to go in the woods and hunt.
You
like to get away when you're not in the spotlight, right?
I just don't like. Why would I want to put my life out for everybody to? I don't like to be contacted. I mean, I don't.
They say it's hard to get a hold of him.
Yeah.
You got to go wander around in the woods to find Brock.
Shooting flares up in the air.
Signal.
I think Joe said that. I think Joe Rogan said that. When Dana finally needs Brock, they got to kind of wander around and try to find him. Do you have a cell phone in the woods?
Sometimes I do.
See, sometimes.
Do you bow hunt or rifle?
Yeah, I bow hunt. Yeah, both.
Strictly bow?
No.
Yeah.
No, I shoot guns.
You like guns?
I like guns, yeah.
So do I.
Yeah.
God
one of my
damn.
biggest sponsors is Federal Premium Ammunition.
Ammo?
Yeah, Fusion. I'm the spokesperson for Fusion Ammunition, and I just love
rifles. Do you like pistols too?
Absolutely. I got guns at NRA all the way.
Yeah. Me
yeah.
too. I was lucky enough to get my New York City carry permit.
Oh, good.
Which is almost impossible to get. And love going to the range. I'm not a big hunter, especially here in New York. It's kind of rough, to go out on Long Island and shoot a bunny rabbit on some poor Jewish neighbor's lawn. No, I love target shooting and just challenging yourself.
Me too. I do
putting
a lot
that
of
target
bench.
out further and seeing it. It's a lot of fun.
Let me ask Brock a question. Do you have a 50 cal on your kitchen table?
I got a 50 cal in my bedroom.
Oh, in the bedroom. All right. Well, at least that's for defense. He had it on his kitchen table.
I picked up a Barrett 50 cal and going out to Calverton out east on Long
I got
Island.
a Desert Eagle and
I got a Desert Eagle.
I got a Macmillan custom.
How fun is it the first time you shoot that eagle? You just like you laugh, and it's funny. You just start laughing.
It's like sitting on a tank, but you're not.
It's in your hand.
The howitzer.
That must look like a Walther PPK in your hand, though.
That's a big weapon. That's a big gun. Yeah, but all my guns are loaded.
Yeah, so am I. No, I mean my guns. Wait a minute. Drunk joke.
I think for me, I think it's
a part of your, it's part of our rights here.
It's my life. I grew up that way, and we could drive around with the guns in the back window, and
Yeah, you come from a place where it was a little easier.
Yeah, back in the day, I brought guns to school.
Yeah,
but they were to go hunting. I mean,
we didn't. Shooting clubs.
I didn't think about shooting anybody.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
The hell's wrong with you guys?
Now, if you draw a picture of a gun in school, you're off to the fucking shrink and you're suspended for a certain amount of time. I think and I honestly do think it's a healthy thing. It's challenging, it's fun, and it doesn't.
I think if you don't grow up around it, or if you're uneducated about it, you're probably pretty scared. There's things that I disagree with, and I probably would admit that I'm uneducated about it.
Would you wear a gun? Let me say this. Would you wear a gun?
Here we go.
And I'm just concerned about Anthony. Would you wear a gun in the house? He's armed in his house. He has.
Well, you know what? I have a big house. I've heard of a lot of home invasions in my neighborhood, and I'm not paranoid to think the door's going to bust open or something. But when my guns are upstairs in the safe, upstairs locked, it's very hard at a certain point to, if something suddenly does happen, and I do need to get to one of my guns, to go and get it when I'm cut off from the stairway.
Well, that's the worst. That's why every gun in my house is loaded all the time.
That's what you got to do.
An empty gun is useless.
It's useless. What, are you going to throw it at the guy?
Yeah.
You know what? The Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez, when he was killing these old women, and the woman had a rifle under the bed, and she pulled it out, and she aimed it at him.
Click. Oh.
Because her grandchildren had visited, and they had the husband had unloaded the gun a few days earlier, and she didn't realize that. So
that's not good.
I guess you're right. I didn't mean to stop
as
the interview.
my kids get older or whatnot, they're aware. But I got really young children. But as they get older, I'm going to have to be more,
more careful,
way more careful.
And the best thing is, because a lot of parents, I think, try to just shield the kids from the gun. The best thing to do is completely educate them.
My daughter is totally educated.
Yeah.
She shoots guns. She shoots bow. She's totally educated about how they work.
My dad did a great job of educating us growing up. He showed me the gun when I was a kid. He said, "You fucking touch this thing, I'm belting you in the fucking face." It was great. He was a great dad when it came to it.
Pistol whipped the shit out of you.
He actually did. He pistol whipped me like fucking Goodfellas.
How old's the daughter there, Brock?
She'll be 9.
9, and she's already working the guns.
And his son,
you got a few years before a poor son of a bitch has to knock on your door.
Can you imagine?
No. Hey, there's this lovely girl. I want to take her out. Let me say, the dad is Brock Lesnar. Yeah, this is great.
He's going to open the door, and they're just going to go, you know what? I'm gay, and they leave. Now, do you have sons, which I think the names are the greatest names. Turk and Duke are your sons' names.
Yeah.
I mean, that you can't pick more fucking man names.
You really
Turk
did.
and Duke.
Go for it on that one.
Yeah.
You just like the names, or were you thinking?
No, I just like the names. The Duke, he was the man back in the day, and Turk. I don't even know. There was a guy in amateur wrestling that had the name Turk, and a television show with Robert De Niro. His name, the role he played on the show was
the movie.
Turk. The movie, yeah.
Oh God, A Righteous Kill.
A Righteous Kill.
Rooster and Turk.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, tell them how much you love those names.
We didn't love the
We
film.
didn't appreciate the movie.
We made fun of Pacino's lips. No, we didn't like the movie. I was at the premiere, and I didn't get to meet either one of them. It was humiliating. I got to sit in front of Erwin Winkler, the producer, and Pacino's lips you can see at the end. Watch the last scene when he's like, "Continued success," and then he dies. And when the camera pans, you can see Pacino's little lips, and we've just become obsessed.
The lifts on his shoes.
They're just adorable.
'Cause he's a little guy.
Little fella.
He's a little guy.
We're running out of time. Are you going to get a rematch with Velasquez? Or
Well,
what?
I'm going to beat the Santos, and then I will.
Well, we already know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Is that what happens? The winner of this goes and fights Kane?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and what about
fuck.
Carwin?
That's cool.
He's out. He had an operation. I guess whatever happens to him when he comes back, he fights where he fights.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't pay attention. I just pay attention to me.
Who am I? Who am I beating up?
Who hit harder? Was it Kane or Shane Carwin?
Really, that's the stupidest thing that I can hear. But it's not a stupid question.
No, it is.
No,
It's
it
all right.
was.
I don't think anybody really hits any harder than anybody else. It's just a matter of getting hit in the right spot.
Where it is.
And I thought that
how many
too.
times in a row
Yeah,
it is.
So
My nephew wanted me to ask. He's here today, and he goes, "Please ask." I'm like, "Brock's not gonna like that question." So, Nicholas, I asked for you.
Oh, he sold you out.
No, but I'm not saying, but it's just like people that don't get hit, or well, how do you train to get hit? You don't like getting hit.
Right.
You don't want to get hit.
Yeah.
You don't. Nobody. I'm sure some guys hit harder than others, but I don't have a hit monitor on my face or anything, or something like in that respect. But all I know is that Shane Carwin brought the thunder, and I withstood it and was able to capitalize, and Cain Velasquez hit me in the right spots, and he was the better fighter that night.
I don't fight professionally. I just want to clarify, because people see guys like me and Brock and they just assume. But I don't. What we do, like, we have a lot of guys. We've interviewed a lot of the guys come in, and I know you kind of did it on Fallon, but we've been doing it for a while. Where I try to ask them to put me a very.
Oh, you want to go to sleep?
No.
Subtle.
I really don't.
He's gotten very subtle arm bars where it's like he
BJ
goes,
Penn armbarred me. Couture and Kane both. Kane guillotine choked me, and Fedor did mostly my arm, and then he choked me, and he really enjoyed it. Like, if you watch the video, he's like, he doesn't smile for the whole interview until he's choking me.
He is laughing.
And I was technically his last victory. And so I wanted to know if you would put me in something, but not. I tap very quickly, and
he taps so quickly,
really quick.
I'll just do something really simple on
Oh, he's grabbing my leg.
Yeah,
Hold on, where do I tap now, Brock? That's a very important.
This is just something.
All right, he's got him around the calf.
Okay, my hand is here
with his arm.
Okay, he's got my
calf.
He's got my calf, and
now
like,
he's putting the front on the.
Wow. Now, what Brock did was he took my leg. He's got my leg under his arm.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised. We could do that just one more time, but not for a long time.
The leverage he's got on his
Is there
shin.
another one?
This is an Achilles lock.
That's an Achilles lock?
Okay.
Good.
This would be a heel hook.
A heel hook. Oh, that looks. Wow, that's not good. I don't like the heel hook at all. Wow. Do you know how you knew that was going to suck? Because as he's explaining, there's no pressure being applied. I'm like, I don't like this already. That's how you would beat me. If we were fighting and you just went heel hook, I'd go, all right, I'm fucking finished.
He tapped at the fucking monologue.
Wow.
Oh, damn, that's great.
Well, I know that we have very limited time with you today.
Yeah. This has been great, though, man.
I appreciate you guys for having me. I do.
I think it's great.
I love that you came in. Yeah.
I think it's great you're doing this. It's great for the show because it's amazing. You came in and were automatically the biggest name in the UFC, and your name just evokes a lot of feelings from people. People love you, people hate you, but I mean, they watch. So it starts tonight, 9 o'clock, and against Dos Santos and Brock's team on Spike, and of course the June 11th in Vancouver, Rogers Arena.
That's gonna be huge.
Yes, they will have, and then the winner of that fights me, and I'm gonna see what I can do about that heel hook. Wow,
try to defend against that.
Dude, that's really an awful feeling.
You don't like that one?
Ooh, I want to go home and just wake my girlfriend up like that. Do it while we're fucking, nice to hear
a heel hook.
Yeah, finally hear her go, ow. All right, so I guess that's it for today.
Thanks, guys.
Brock,
The great
so
Brock
much.
Lesnar. Thank you, buddy.
Brock, really cool, man. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Rob, bitch.